he always used to say, how are you doing? You say, it's a beautiful day. And our mind is what makes our reality. And so much, we focus on the clouds in the sky, and we forget the blue sky. We forget the sunlight. And sometimes it really is important also to focus on the clouds. So there really is no one way to do all of this. Otherwise, we would have figured that out by now. But there is being alive, and there is choosing life. And no matter what the situation or the perception of the situation is a chance for us to practice yoga. The yoga of being alive, the yoga of greeting each day with gratitude to the Creator or to the source of life, however we feel that, and to focus on the things that we can. It's really easy to go into the mind and get lost in the mind, in the vrittis. The vrittis are the waves of the mind. And easy to get lost in our own negative thinking. These days it's also easy to be affected by external influence, media, so on, especially, mainstream media of all kinds, and social media. So I think it's really essential for us to just have a little time all to process in our own way, to take the input we receive, to let it settle, to make sense of it. But your inner process of intelligence is very important. And we all know the power of mind is very, very strong. The first line of the Buddhist teaching, Dhammapada, Buddha says, all actions come from the mind, everything leads from the mind. In Ayurveda they say mind creates the body. So this will be and continue to be a very unstable time, most likely on earth. But remember, I have shared, and many others, I'm sure you've heard at other places, that transformation itself is unstable. It's an unstable energy. It's just the process of transforming from one state to another. And there's so much that we don't see. There's so much that is being revealed about our true condition. And this time of self-reflection that we have in our life is very powerful. So find the beauty is the message today, just in the simple ways that you can with all that is going on. And life is a paradox, right? It's night and day. It's sun and moon. It's masculine, feminine. It's the polarity that makes life. And to find that simple prayer when you wake up in the morning, thank you for another day. Thank you for this roof over my head. Thank you for this person who loves me. Thank you for this breath and strength in this body to have another day. And that attitude of gratitude begins to, find its way into, some days, when I'm having really hard days, because I always do it when I go to bed at night, and I try to do it also in the morning, I just think of at least one thing that I'm grateful for, and immediately it shifts the mind out of, the negative space. So find the beauty in your experience. Celebrate that. it's very easy to, on any side of the spectrum right now. I'm trying really not to make this political because for me it's about something deeper, and obviously the politics is relevant because we're all feeling that. But it's very easy to fall into unintentionally creating the very thing that we don't want. Unintentionally creating the very climate in human relationships that we don't want. No matter what happens, and everyone is guided to work with this in their own way. There is no one way to do this. But whatever happens, we are the only ones that can bring more understanding, more love, more compassion into this world. To vote for the things that really matter every day with what we buy, what we give our energy to, and so on. So let's start with a little gratitude meditation today. And then I'd like to just meditate for a little time, maybe 5 minutes, 4 minutes, somewhere in there. We'll see how long the energy is still. And if you feel you need to move in there for a moment, do that. And then we'll just take a little moment to center together and find the good today. So it's a lot about just where we put our attention, right? Feel free to add add any comments below or share your thoughts or feelings in the chat. And I think it's really beautiful for us all to have space together to just be with what is arising today and to redirect the ship as necessary. So I invite you to just reflect on simple gratitude of what is blessed in your life right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And just receiving the spirit breath, receiving the light, your connection to the Creator, to Source. And as our Native American sisters and brothers said, to learn to live in a beauty way, to see the beauty in life, see the miracle in life. So thank you for the sunlight today. Thank you for this Sangha. Thank you for supporting each other and breathing today. Thank you for health and strength and this practice of yoga. Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat. And the yogi said, God is, the divine is, the truth that manifests in all things, in all beings, in all life. So may we each be aligned with truth. And we offer prayer today for all beings. May all beings be happy and free. May all beings be safe. May all beings awaken to the light of their true nature. May all beings be blessed. Let's take 3 ohms and then we'll just sit in meditation for a few minutes. Spine straight. Mentally relax your body. And just allow the energy to move freely, whatever reveals itself. Deep presence. And feel that there's this underlying strength and capacity to meet life as it is. Concentrating the mind on the breath, flowing in and flowing out. Find your inner peace in this storm. Invite you into just simple prana meditation. The hands. If you'd like to remain in stillness, just remain in stillness, no problem. So relaxed inner space. The hands in mudra, honoring the field of prana. Field of prana. Inhale. And then back. Down below the navel. Heart. Hold the breath, gentle breath lock. And then French press down. Navel draws toward the spine. Inhale, sweep. Hold. Exhale down. French press toward the earth again. Scoop earth to heart. Hold. So little pauses at the top and bottom of the breath, and then exhale, offering with love out. Receiving back in. Little back bend here, and then left hand down, right arm up. Soft neck. Take an extra breath here. Breathe into that right waist. Liver. Use the body, inhale up. Extra breath. Back. Holding a volleyball at the heart. And then just offering down to Mother Earth, to Pachamama. Ball of light. To the heart of Mother Earth. And then back up from her heart to yours. And then relax, breathe freely for a moment. In service to Mother Earth. In service to the divine essence in all things. And relax another moment. And just imagine this beautiful clear light within you beginning to reveal itself. This inner radiance. And this is the clear light within all things, beyond all forms. Pure spiritual light that emanates at the core of all things. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 So I invite you to sing a mantra, like any prayer. It has meaning for you, something that you can immediately use to bring your mind into a positive state. You know, when the stress comes or negativity, just to use the power of mantra. And if you resonate with the Om Namah Shivaya, just sing it with me, otherwise sing whatever you feel. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 with the infinite source. I am one with the infinite source. I am one with the infinite mind. I am one with the infinite mind. I am one with the infinite heart. I am one with the infinite heart. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. I invite you into the body, your body. And just as you feel ready, we'll come into a little Saitalyasana. Right knee bending, left leg back, and just a little pulse toward heart toward knee. You can also make a little pillow for your head. You can use a block or just hang out. Really relax your neck. Relax your jaw. And then into the rhythmic breathing. Try to inhale for a count of 5 or 6. Hold 2 or 3. And then exhale, same as the inhale. Hold out. So into this nice opening of the roots, the root prana. And come on up. And see if you can move a little more just toward the heart, toward the middle of the foot. Maybe just a little, maybe deeper. A little pulse. Yeah, and then rooting down, rising up. Little pause at the top. And then change the legs. Left leg forward, right leg back. And again, a little pulse. So there are infinite ways to practice and to experience the energy in the body. I find with a few little more yin hip openers in the beginning, there's a real, that deeper root prana in the body gets open. There's a nice calm that comes to the nervous system as the roots go down, the jaw and the neck relax more. Okay, find your spot, 6-3 breathing. Try to just navigate yourself a little deeper, just pulsing into those layers of resistance. So and imagine that resistance as living fascia, living tissue. That as you start to feel its edges and pulse into it and breathe into it, it comes alive. As the fluids begin to move through it, blood and lymph and synovial fluid and many others, the river of life. And then come on up. Little pause at the top. Great. And then center. So let's just spend a few more minutes on the floor here. It's one of my favorite things is, just a nice open space and just getting into a little intuitive movement meditation with yourself, all the things that you've learned, and also exploring new pathways. So feel free to do that here, and you can also just mirror me if you like. But I'm going to just start with a little pulse here, opening the hamstring and gracilis muscle in the inner leg, hamstrings in the bottom. And it also works up through the psoas, turns on the ankle points. And then you start to, find movement pathways in the body. Stagnant chi, tamas in Sanskrit, just clearing out that tamasic energy. And then find that deeper, kind of first big edge for you. Find your breath there. So, and whenever we're holding, try to do the 6-3 breath or a 5-2 breath, either one, or 4-2 for that matter. But just that deep rhythmic breathing, even a few rounds of that really begins to affect the flow of energy in the body and the mind. And slowly come on up. I'm going to grab the inner knees gently and just tug. Bring them up to Baddha Konasana and just rock a little. Explore. Deep breaths, breathing into the waves, into the sensations. And then just holding here. And release like straight. So I'll turn sideways. So sitting bones back and apart, and that same type of pulse, but toward Paschimottanasana. Working with the body. And gradually, slowly find your spot. Deep breaths there. Stiram Sukhamasanam, steadiness and lightness. Good, strong base, come on up. And let's go back. Why not? So laying on the back. let's try a little more active twist. So knees are, so bending at the knees, calves parallel to the floor, thighs vertical. We're going to take cactus arms, so bent at the elbow. And always adjust for your body. And just squeeze your inner legs together. Activate your inner legs. And as I go to the right, just go about halfway with the knees and press my left shoulder into the earth. So it doesn't have to go all the way. And then root down through the body, inhale up, and side two. This is a great twist to activate the digestive fire, the core muscles, obliques, and the sides. Inhale up. A little deeper. Head goes the opposite way. Side to side. Now what you can also do is start to straighten that top leg out a little bit. Explore. Bend the knee back in, come up, do the other side. Straightening the leg. And back. Feet on the floor. And a little spinal rocking. So I'm going to rock my heels. Sorry, heels are down, toes up. And just rock a little bit back and forth. Just moving the skin. Big deep breath. It's one of my favorite soma-based exercises, just to open the back pathways. Feet together. Simple twist now, drop to one side. Head opposite of the knees. And go the other way. Front ribs soft. And then back up, and then we're just going to roll over onto the belly. And just rock a little. Just feeling the earth, feeling Pachamama. She is our great teacher, so really just staying open to the wisdom you receive through your connection to earth. Up on the forearms, Sphinx, a little rocking to loosen the low back hinge. That often deep tension in the erector muscles there, the quadratus lumborum, glute medius, outer hips there. And then I like to sneak this one in sometimes. So just from here, we're going to just bend the right knee, bring it up. So it's kind of like a reverse pigeon in a way. Right? So just really check in with your inner knee, and if it's open, medium in the groin, it'll be fine. But if there's a lot of restriction in the hip, this can be far enough, maybe even a little less. And then some of you are going to be able to just take the foot out and like a kind of half splits. And this is a nice place to play also. What I was saying in the beginning, about just these new areas and really moving into these spaces with breath is is really important in the fascial openings that start to happen and the resilience of the tissue. So this little pulse of the ankle, and I've got my back toes under too, so I can kind of pulse through the hip, and that wakes up the psoas. And then I can even, slide a little deeper into that split. It's like a half Chinese split. That full center splits. Good. Big breath here. And that, just as a reference, in the meridians, you're working the inner leg meridians mostly here. Kidney, liver, spleen. Okay, slowly release it. So you can kind of lean more to the forearms. Bend and come back. A little rocking. Yeah, and I can really feel an opening through my leg on the side that we just did. Okay, so now let's do the other side. Up. And just keep the pulsing going. And then those of you that can, we go straight. And then you can, so usually straightening, you can kind of wiggle it up a little bit. Back toes under. A little pulsing. Oops, that's a guitar back there. Okay, there we go. Morning rituals are really great because they help to start the day, even if it's a few minutes, like 15 minutes or so. But just something that really gives you energy, gives you positive mind, and reconnects you. And of course, it's good to open the body up a little bit and breathe. Okay. Slowly release it, gently. Forearms. I'm going to try fingertips for cobra. And I want to invite you to bring the hands forward more so they're actually kind of as far forward as your head, and then out to the sides a little bit. And adjust accordingly. But as you come up, this gives a lot more space in the lumbar. It's a great cobra to explore and create space in the lumbar spine. Readjust in between. Let's do maybe 3 to 5 in your own rhythm. And if this is feeling too much, just stay with the Sphinx. And really sensing that rising current all the way up through the spine and the top of the head. Electrical current. And then back down, make a little pillow when you're ready for your chin. And let's turn back over. Let's do like a 30-second shavasana here, just to relax and stay deeply present. And sense your body as this field of intelligence. From the head to the feet. the more self-aware we are, right, the more present we are to how life is moving through us, how we react and respond. Stay anchored in love, stay anchored in breath, prana. The reactivity is very strong. So from here, we're going to just bring the knees up, feet on the floor. I'm going to invite you into a little core stomach work. So from here, feet a little forward of the knees. I'm going to rock the toes up so the heels are down, and the sense of just really, like engaging the legs a little bit. Hands behind the head. And for those that can do a little core work this morning, just that little lift here so that you really feel the solar plexus and the core abdominals engage, and then down. So more like, kind of crunches. Let's do 10, and I want to invite you to put a big smile on your face. You can fake it, no problem. It still has beneficial effect for your brain and your gut biome, and you're turning on your gut biome, your organ proprioception this morning. Big smile. Good morning, muscles. Good morning, core strength. Good morning, organ function. Good morning, democracy. All right, next time up, hold it if you can. Little pulse. Sometimes in life we're asked to hold poses, hold moments, and breathe and keep our resilience. And then relax. Completely. And then one leg to the sky, other leg to the sky. Squeeze the inner feet together, inner legs. And I try to keep my legs toned, and then same lift here. And I'll see if I can take my left hand across to the right side. So it gives a little pull. And then switch. Neck is supported as much as needed by the hand that goes back. So we're adding a little cross into the obliques. Just do what you can with ease and then a little challenge. Slow and deep. One 1006, 1007, 1008. Keep going if you like. When you're ready, come on down. Straighten the legs and rest. 30 seconds, Shavasana. Feel the energy flow. Just keep tapping in to the source within you. There's a big difference between knowledge and wisdom. Information, knowledge, wisdom. The wisdom response is also connected into the body, into the soul. It's not just mind. So as we go deeper into these times, really learning how to access the sensation in the body toward truth. Okay, we're going to rock a little. If you can't rock here, just roll to the side and come up to sitting. And if it feels good to rock, just massage your spine out a little bit. And then just rock yourself on up. Do one or two of those, just or three, and just really deeply reset the nerves in the stomach. Yeah. That deep freedom here in the belly brain, in the intuitive mind and wisdom. As a student of consciousness and evolution and healing, we have to remember, I should say as students of, we have to remember that there always was before a bigger picture, and there still is now. Right? There's a big unfolding of consciousness and human evolution also happening. There's a human journey, and learning how to just really stay in that space of being open, being grounded, being loving, not being too reactive. Yeah. Okay. All right. So take your time, come on up to standing. So I'm just kind of following the prana this morning on this end. I invite you to do the same. Right? Just through this incredible field of the body. What time is it? Okay. Yeah, and over the years I've just become more and more convinced of the rejuvenative effects of the somatic part of all of this, and that kind of softness as we move, and finding the movement of yin and yang. So let's turn on the wrists 9 times each way. Really powerful energy circulation points. If you're feeling stagnant energy, just lion breath it out. Get your lioness awake. And then the ankles. Great. And hips. Let's do this one this morning. So arms up, right leg back, and inhale, and back. So let's do 9 on one side. Right, so the energetic movement there is just that between the flexion and extension, really at opening the energetic space of the hip, the acetabulum. So again. Yeah, good. And then just circle the hips a few times. If you want to add the hands as well, you can. Both directions. Okay, knees soft, So this one now works the lateral spine. Knees soft, so it's like you can kind of bounce a little bit. Right hand up. And just a gentle stretch also with the neck. And then use the legs to come up. I like to call this one monkey stretch. Just and then back and forth a couple times. You can also take the top arm up like you're hanging from a tree. All these powerful life pathways, life nerves. And back up. Ooh. And then heaven and earth twist. Nice and fluid, easy. Start gradually, add a little more as you go. Okay, and then the breaststroke. Back by the kidneys. So you're really moving the wrists as you go through that cycle. Yeah, great. Now try that. Same thing, feet apart, hip width, and just step your left leg back into a lunge. So go from like here, back, get grounded, and then that same thing. Let's do 5 times. Five's a lot. And then forward. Just feel it, check it out. That very definite sensation of prana that moves in the body as the fluids, as the lymphatic response, as the circulation. Okay, side 2. So try to get steady, hips level. Shoulders. And then back again. A little more, heaven and earth. Shoulders alternating. And back. Keep your tissue juicy. Keep your tissue healthy, resilient. Okay, and then the crown jewel, the neck, and then up through the skull. So this whole upper axis right now. Hands on thighs, inhale, chin up. Gentle stretch. Exhale, chin down, shoulders lift a little, don't force it. Shoulders relax. That's 2, do a few more. Just take a moment and feel all that. All right, so I want to do just 3 simple Surya Namaskars, the old school style. And if you would rather, just improvise and do your own thing here, you can, always, of course. So I'm just going to face the sun. And just really, and whether you can actually face the sun or not, don't worry so much, but just in your inner consciousness, facing the sun. Stand strong in the legs, press through the feet, wake up the inner arches, and low belly draws in. And just mentally, so one way you can do this, we'll do it a simple way today, just mentally say Om Suryaya Namaha, or you could do the Gayatri mantra also. Just mentally acknowledging the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Good. And release the hands. Inhale. Stretch the arms up. Arch back. Exhale. Bend the knees. Forward. So this is Uttanasana. Left leg back. Lunge. Up on the fingertips. Stretch the heart. Spine toward the sun. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Knees, heart, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot forward. Take an extra breath or two here. And then we step the back foot forward. Folding in. And then strong base. Inhale, come up, arch back. And hands to the heart. Om Suryaya Namaha. Let's do another one. This one we say Om Mitraya Namaha. It's another name of the sun, the friend to all. Om Mitraya Namaha. Release the hands. Inhale. Exhale. Uttanasana. Left leg back. Anjaneyasana. Stretch the spine here, like take an extra breath or two and really just feel that gentle but deep stretch of the spine, spinal cord. Exhale, dog. So you can take a few breaths in each pose. Next inhale, come to plank. Knees, heart, chin, exhale. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big diaphragm breath. Long navel exhale, belly in. Left foot forward.
up on the fingertips, just stretching your mind toward the sun, the positive energy of the sun. Back foot forward. And then folding in. So you can bend the knees even a lot. And just either hands on the floor or you can squeeze in. Bend the knees, legs strong, knees bent. Inhale up. And back to one.
2 times. So one time, one session, I'll teach you. There's 12 mantras for the sun salutations, all the different names. We won't do those today, but these are a few of them. So we did Om Surya, to the radiant one, Mitraya, friend to all, and we'll do Om Hiranyagarbhaya Namaha, Hiranyagarbhaya, the cosmic womb. Om Hiranyagarbhaya Namaha. And just reaching up. Arch back gently. So each thing not to the extreme, but just to where it feels good. Bend the knees. If your back is stronger, you can have the arms forward.
Folding in. Left leg back. One more. Stretch to the sun. Downward dog. Left foot forward. Sorry, my mind went somewhere else. Inhale, plank. Knees, heart, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Take an extra breath here. Left foot forward. Last lunge. And step the back foot forward. Uttanasana. Bend the knees, really take the stress in the shins and the feet. Supporting yourself, coming up. Arch back gently. And hands into Namaskar. So just this simple practice of salutation to the sun, to the solar deity, the solar energy, as a meditation on long life, healthy life. Yes, yes. Okay, great. So, come on down and just lay onto the back for a moment now. 30 seconds here. If you feel like moving still, just do another salutation or standing pose. Just go right into your cultivating your Ujjayi Pranayam, so throat breathing through the nose. So then when you're ready, bring up the knees, feet on the floor. And we're going to move to Setu Bandha, bridge pose. So the first one, just bring the palms face down. We're going to lift the hips tuck the shoulders under a little bit so the inner shoulder blades come closer together and you get a little bit more the top, kind of upper part of the shoulders on the floor. And then press evenly, press the hands, press the shoulders and the feet. Find your breath here. Let's just hold for 3 deep breaths. Make peace with this pose. Beautiful pose. Very good for strengthening the muscles, strengthening your spine. Come on down. And just rest. Okay. Bridge number 2 now. So upper arm here. And we're going to lift the hips up. So pressing the upper arms, move the shoulder blades more toward the heart. Make sure not to jam the neck. So if you overuse the legs, it jams the neck. Just press and lift the hips up. 3 breaths. And relax. Just totally relax. Let it all go. Feel the blockages releasing. Knees up, feet on the floor. Thread the needle. You can put your right foot above your left knee. So you can be here, stage 1. Stage 2, pull in, reach behind the hamstring. Shoulders relaxed. And stage 3, you can reach around the shin. That takes it a little deeper. Try to flex the feet. Let's do 5 breaths here. You'll feel a nice stretch through the outer hips, across the back of the sacrum, maybe also the IT band. Release. Give the body a moment to unwind, to feel. So stage 1. Stage 2, behind the hamstring. And stage 3, around the shin. So for closing portion today, if you would like to do some pranayama, I'm going to do a little pranayama. You can join me. You could also do some inversion if you have headstand practice or shoulder stand or the inversions we do here. And just practice in a very mindful and soft way. Really being with the sensations. If you want to do some pranayama, come on up. Yeah. Remember that, and we talk a lot about prana, but there are many ways to access the field. And one of the keys is the aliveness that you feel, vitality. I always used to say, and I haven't said this in a little while, so I'm remembering my own thought about this, but it's like when you put a light into a socket, and obviously you'd have the light bulb there working, but you plug in and you can feel whether it's working or not. And at a certain level, when you're doing any practice, of course some are more subtle, but you can tune into that transmission of aliveness that's there. So the things that we do, the practices, the prayers that we do, the food that we eat, the thoughts, the conversations, the things we listen to, really just be with how they're making you feel, or what they're adding to that quality. Okay, so I just totally went into my own meditation there. Sorry. The trouble for me sometimes doing this is I just go right into my practice, and I forgot y'all were here. Sorry. So, a little pranayama this morning. Let me teach you one that I do. It's a very unique one. You're just going to take your right hand, and the hand's going to cover your right eye and press against the right side of the nostril so that it closes the right nostril. Okay. So essentially it's another way of doing the alternate closing, but you're also getting this nice calming pressure on the eye. And then, if you like, you can do with me. I'm going to do just 10 Kapalabhati on this side, so it's one side. And at the end, I'll take a breath and hold it. So for you all, it's the left side, so it'll be your moon side. And then we'll hold it, and then exhale, and then release the hand. I'll guide you through it. So it's just to open this lunar channel now, the left side. So let's do 10. And then take a breath in. Hold gently, a few seconds, and then visualize that whole left side open, clear, intuition. Exhale, left side. Relax both hands. So left side connects to right brain, right side to left brain. So now blocking the left side. So just feel really comfortable covering the eye, resting the eye, and blocking the nostril 10 times. And then inhale, right side. Beautiful, clear solar energy, vitality, radiance. Hold it in. Feel that right channel strong, healthy. And then exhale. So let's do Shitali. It's cooling, calming for the nervous system. So curl the tongue. If you can't do that, it's genetic. So instead you bring the teeth together and do sitkari. Sitkari means hissing. Shitali is cooling. They're both essentially the same thing, just different variation. Okay, so we're going to inhale through tongue or teeth, like, and then make a little more space. We're just kind of lengthening the neck at the end, like creating more space in the upper lungs. Hold it. Relax as you hold it. And now through the nose, slowly exhale, slowly, and feel any excess heat going out. Anger, irritation, overstress. Okay. And then again through tongue or teeth. At the end, a little more length. Hold. And then when you're ready, exhale through nose. Excess heat going out. Do a few more rounds on your own. So you can also add the bumblebee breath at the end when you exhale. That really helps to vibrate the nerves, cranial nerves, vagus nerve. Deeply cooling, calming, holding. Just relax and notice how that feels. Joy Guru, Jai Guru.
joy, eternal joy, ananda, is the natural condition of the soul. Joy Guru, Jai Guru. You are independent and interdependent, connected and yet individual. So feel free to just rest in meditation a few moments. Or to go in Shavasana. And just really let your energy rest now completely. Open to receiving wisdom, insight. Guidance. Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Hara Hara Shivaya, Hara Hara Shivaya. Hare Tat Sat. So just become aware of yourself. Be still for a moment. Integrating, receiving. Feel the connection with your higher self. Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. May I support the highest unfolding of truth, love, wisdom, beauty, healing on planet Earth. Soul evolution. So finding your way back to sitting or just resting as you need to. So just mentally bless the day, and as a practice you can mentally bless anything. Bless your friend, bless your home, your body, the day, your life, a leader, all leaders. And just say to yourself, I bless. So I bless this day, I bless this day, I bless this day. Thank you for this day. May my mind and heart be open to the beauty that already exists and to create more beauty. May all beings walk in a beauty way. I bless the divine essence of all things, of all creation, now and forever and evermore. Again, if you like, I'll just say slowly, I bless the divine essence of all things, of all creation, now and forever and evermore. I bless the divine essence of all things, of all creation, now and forever and evermore. Hari Om Tat Sat. Have a good day. Hold the light. Thank you, everyone.